Much better than Thanksgiving. Cowboys win 41-28 against the Bears, and for 3 quarters, probably the best this team has played all season. Maybe 35-7, and then the fourth quarter that just got weird. That's one of those things where the defense kind of they're playing more conservative. Cutler's got a big arm. They do have a lot of weapons in Chicago, and you let them come back and made a little scary there for a little bit. But Dallas holds on for the win. And focusing on the positive side, DeMarco Murray, of course, is the best player on the field. He continues to be that for the Cowboys week in and week out. And what the guys up front are doing, especially Travis Frederick and Zach Martin, two guys who have 3 years of football experience combined between the two of them, open up the middle lanes there. That's huge for the Dallas Cowboys. Talked about it all year. That combined with the bad Chicago run defense really, really helped the Cowboys out. Romo played well. Romo extremely efficient today. The long ball's not there, but he took what the Bears gave him. Cole Beasley stepping up, especially after the bad fumble against Philly on Thanksgiving. Really stepped up today, and Beasley is a really solid weapon for the Dallas Cowboys. He got a lot of speed after the catch, and you talk about Romo after the game when he was answering questions talked about this. If you've got Des Bryant, if you've got Jason Witten, if you've got a Terrence Williams out there, that's going to leave holes for a guy like Cole Beasley. And you want a guy like that who can really make those plays after the catch. And he really had a great game today. Offensively, Dallas was great today. On offense, even that fourth quarter, the fourth quarter, you're there just to kill clock, kick field goals, whatever. You're just hoping your defense won't give up, 40-something points in the fourth quarter, which they might have. They got into their onside kick. Overall, defense played well up until that point. And I will say it's frustrating. It was really frustrating there in that fourth quarter because Dallas really hadn't given anybody a real butt kick in this season, on the scoreboard at least. We did it to Seattle, but it was only a touchdown game. But this was one where I was like, oh man, this is gonna be a blowout. This is what Dallas needs, especially after getting blown out by Philadelphia. But you let Jay Cutler and the Bears come back, but they held on. Dallas held on, got what they needed to. 9-4. All Cowboys fans are going to mention that. No more 8-8. That's great. But after the game, Romo was talking and he said, look, that can't be our goal. 9-7 can't be the goal. The goal is to try at least win the division, to get that wild card spot. And this was, a step toward that. Now Dallas has a tough 3-game stretch here. This Bears squad, they're pretty much dead men walking. They showed a lot. They showed a lot of guts there in that fourth quarter with the onside kick coming back, but that team's dead men walking. You've got 2 teams in a row. Of course, Philadelphia, which is massive at Philly. We know what those guys can do. They did it to us, and what's on the line for that one. Then you've got home against Indianapolis, a team that you look. Of course, they're fighting for positioning in the AFC playoffs. You've got Houston behind them. So they don't want to lose any ground to those guys. And, of course, Andrew Luck. And then everyone can talk about it at Washington. Colt McCoy is the starter right now. He whooped us a couple of weeks ago. It's going to be at Washington. The Redskins are not very good. But when they play Dallas, it's a different team. That team, you saw, even with Colt, that team has not played nearly as well as they did on Monday Night Football a couple weeks ago in Dallas. It's a different deal. Not a lot of rivalries stay the test of time. That one does. So, as a Cowboys fan, are you hesitant to get too excited? Of course you are. That fourth quarter does bother you a little bit on defense, but of course Orlando Scandrick, I love the frustration he had. I love that he got the pick to seal the win. So that was great. It shouldn't have come down to that, but hey, Romo played extremely well. Murray was the best player on the field. The offensive line finally, responded to how poorly they played last week. And defensively played well, but at least for 3 quarters. That's going to have to be better against Philadelphia, though. So, but got a long week of rest before they head up to Philadelphia. And Philly's got a tough game against the Seahawks, whether they win or lose. That's a team that's going to beat you up, and so maybe they'll be a little sore going to that game. against Dallas. Hopefully they will be, and hopefully Dallas can pull that one off and take the lead back of the NFC East. But big win tonight, good win tonight at least for the Dallas Cowboys, and a long rest week for those Philadelphia Eagles. See you guys next time. How about them Cowboys?